In this tutorial, I'm going to show you how you can implement advanced tracking. Afterwards, you will know exactly how a person joined your list, such as which ad or link got them there. The first thing we need to do is create a custom field within our autoresponder. It doesn't matter who your provider is, pretty much all of them provide this ability. Make sure to name the custom field to be tracking_ID as shown. Once created, copy the subscribe form code, as we will paste that into CB Clicksale as a new autoresponder. As you can see, the subscribe form has the tracking ID included. Now copying it. Next, within the CB Clicksale's main dashboard, click on Post Autoresponder Settings. Within the Post Autoresponder form, I'm now creating a new record calling it Tracking Demo. Next, click on Import. And of course, make sure to click on the correct record from the list. Before I copy the code, here it is in Notepad. It's important to note that my autoresponder has generated the code with it having a label and field called Tracking ID, and as such this needs to be removed. It may not make sense, but it's important to do this as CB Clicksale will add this data without the need for it to be defined within the settings form. Also important is that the custom field which we created must be called Tracking ID, specifically tracking_ID as shown on the screen. Okay, so let's paste it in and save the record. Now back in the CB Clicksale dashboard, let's create a new prospect campaign. This time I'm calling it Demo 2. Next, select it and click Edit in order to view the prospect assignment form. Once in, let's add the autoresponder we just created. Next, I'm going to create a package. And after that, let's add a bonus to the package. All done, let's copy the email opt-in code to our web page. And here it is. Now you will notice two lines of code here, which are JavaScript references. The opt-in code must be copied in between these two JavaScript calls. Let's pretend that this is an advert. The important thing to note is the getURL parameter after the question mark, which is t=add1. Here you can specify your tracking code, so for this example it's add1 and t is the actual parameter. In other words, the name of the tracking parameter. So viewing this in the browser, you can see the link. Let's click on it. As you can see on the address bar, here is our parameter. If you want to hide it, then I'll show you how you can do that towards the end of this tutorial. So let's fill in the details and click Submit. And done. Now in my autoresponder, let's refresh the list. Great, and here is my email which has just been added. And now when I click on it, I see my custom field tracking_ID, which has been set to the value add1. Hence, you know exactly how this person signed up, which is amazingly powerful if you are running multiple ads on multiple platforms and want to know which one is the best in terms of ROI. And now back in the CB Clicksale dashboard, here I can see the sign up. And clicking on the email icon, I can also see the tracking ID. Finally, should you want to hide the tracking ID value in the browser, then all you need to do is pass in another variable called h, with it set to 1 as shown. When I refresh the browser, you can see that it disappears. However, in the background, the tracking value is passed into the page and has been stored. If you need any